should start waiting till 2 o'clock to go to one, because we don't never be on there on the nose.
Well, that's because of the setup. Killam Gilliam said, "Hope you have an amazing day, OG."
Thank you, Gilliam.
I gotta keep lowering this damn thing just a little bit. Says, "Good to see you, man."
Good to be here. Most definitely. From the young to the old.
Nicole Brandt says, "Hey."
Hey, Nicole.
He said, "It's me, the boogeyman, by the way." So he switched his stuff again to Killam Gilliam.
Gilliam. Oh, man. I appreciate those that have sent me donations. And just to show y'all something, they even sent me cans donations and stuff to my P.O. box. I was like, whoa, they sent me food. Canned goods, because you can't send no meats because it is spoiled or whatever. But yeah, they sent me this is not everything they sent me. They sent me a box full. But I brought some of the things that I always made cook-ups up in the joint. The roast beef, the corned beef, the cheese, the jalapeno peppers, the nachos, the tortillas flour, and the wax paper. The wax paper is for when, like I mix up the nacho and make a paste out of it. Then I put it onto the wax paper, flatten it out, roll it out, and so forth. I'm going to take these glasses off. Pour down the hill so people can see me. But yeah, I would turn I turn the nachos into a paste. I take little balls and I put them on the wax paper, flatten them out, take the meats, mix it all up together, throw in some cheese mix that, then I put it in the middle of the Doritos paste. And then roll that up. Now you can put onions and all this other stuff, but of course I ain't got none here on this table. But I just wanted to show y'all the items that I used that was in the joint, because we bought this stuff in the joint just like it is. Jalapeno peppers, no, but the roast beef, the cheese, and the corned beef. We mixed the corned beef with the roast beef. Corned beef mixed with the roast beef. The only reason that y'all can't see the name because I'm not getting paid to advertise for these places that sell this stuff. That's why you see something covered up. It's covered up because they ain't giving me nothing to advertise their stuff. But then I rolled that up once I got it all flat out on the tortillas paste. Rolled it up in the wax paper and put it in the joint. We put them in the microwave. Out here on the street, you can put them on a greased pan and stick them in the oven and bake it for about 225 for about 7 minutes, 7 to 10 minutes. Just like you would want a biscuit. You just want that food that's inside to blend into like the nachos. Once you blend that together and start tasting, man, they good. Now these chips are the spicy ones. Y'all that don't like it spicy, use other.
Somebody said, "What you doing with that can of tuna?"
Tuna.
They can't see the front, so they don't know it's not tuna.
No, these are
roast beef.
2 cans of roast beef by 2 different brands that made them, but I'm not about to show them. But yeah, I hooked up tuna too with them before too, though. I mean, anything that we could buy through commissary, hey, and what we can steal from the kitchen, or shall I say, ball from them, because we gonna feed everybody with it. Of course, they gotta pay us for those cook-ups.
We gonna say reallocate. We reallocated them.
Like they did when they came to this country. They took it from the Indians.
Ain't that what?
That we proclaimed it.
Ain't that what they trained y'all to do? Reallocate supplies behind lines.
I mean, that Trump is something else. He put everybody out there. Well, his wife ain't from this country. He's not even from this country because his father and them is from Russia. So get on the boat, Trump, and go back to Russia. You ain't part of this country. Only part of this country is the people of color. Put it that way. People of color.
People that was here on the land bridge.
People that was already here on the land before y'all came over here and tried to exterminate them.
Well, I don't know about try. They kind of did.
No, they're still here, but still that they killed so many of them to conquer this land that was theirs. Well, we gonna make some rules and y'all gotta go by them. You come over into our country and tell us we gotta go by your rules. Why did you leave where you from? Because they didn't want you. So they piled y'all butt on the boat, kicked y'all out of there. And then you find another spot to go and you took it.
Speaking of unwanted things, you hear about Busta Rhymes?
What on Busta?
It just seems like everything that came out now. First, he wasn't a part of it. They were saying, oh, he might have been doing this. Now it's like, oh, yeah, he was doing stuff from way back when.
Yeah, Busta been on he been on the down low. I mean, when you, hey, like the one guy said, he was a fiend when it came to no pretty boy. He'd be like, hey.
Oh, you talking about the bodyguard?
Yeah. I ain't saying this name. I don't say people's name because, hey, I ain't trying to
well, he got videos out already, so.
Yeah, I know, but I ain't trying to upstage and get people to go, stay here with me. Don't run to his channel to see what the Busta Master doing.
Somebody said, what you going to be cooking up with that?
Tortillas.
You going to be putting anything else in there?
Hot tamales.
Oh, okay.
I love to make my own homemade hot tamales. That's why I say I take a little hot water, put them in here with the nacho.
What's that in that glass jar?
In this glass jar is cheese dip. In this glass jar is jalapeno peppers.
Any other vegetables going there?
Diced jalapeno peppers. Then I use, like I said, you can use any type of vegetable. Now, I like jalapeno peppers, olives, because of the olive got the garlic stuck inside, so I can chop all that up at one time. But you don't chop up too much and you over flavor it.
Yeah.
You might as well just make vegetables.
Any other meat you use besides them? Like, well, not the tuna, but the
well, yeah, you can use tuna too. Like I said, you can put any type of meat that you want to eat in there. Chicken, roast beef, corned beef, any type of meat that you like to put in it. You just have to make the Doritos into paste. Put a little hot water in that bag, turn it to a nice paste, cut the wax paper.
Could y'all get bacon?
Yeah, of course we get bacon. Huh?
I mean,
heck,
I didn't think you would be eating bacon after,
I didn't, but see, other people would eat it, and like, I was selling those hot tamales in there. So I make whatever they wish. I just had to wear gloves when I deal with the pig, with the pork. But I love my corned beef, my roast beef. Both of these are roast beef. This one is corned beef. That's the cheese. You see it's yellow. And the jalapeno, diced jalapenos. These are the flour tortillas. I use them too in case people would just want theirs on the flour tortillas. We put the meat in there, put the vegetables and so forth, and just roll that fucker up. Y'all that know how to roll a blunt, y'all can roll that up. I know people know how to roll a blunt. Just don't lick it. If you lick it, it's yours.
I should put that on the shirt. But
if you lick it, it's yours.
Yeah. You know what?
So like I might be going around licking girls on head. You mine, baby. Read the shirt. If I lick it, it's mine.
So they said love from Chicago, UK, and Ireland.
Chicago, the UK, and Ireland.
Yeah.
Thanks for wishing me a beautiful day. My birthday is Tuesday, March the 25th. I'll be another year older. Y'all that want to know my real age? I'm only 28 years old. 28.
And from Israel. Ireland kind of going through it. They having the same kind of problems we having over here. Too many immigrants over there. So they're trying to get rid of some of the people that's been flooding in there. They're not trying to get rid of everybody.
They be running from other countries trying to go to someplace where Trump can't touch them. But also they go in Ireland, they can still, like I said, Trump. Ooh, that man.
They've been finding out that their government been screwing them over. They kind of corrupt over there. They've been supposed to be giving money for certain things, but they like
we missing the money. Getting money for this.
No, they government was they like
but the people didn't know it.
People never got it. The politicians stuff in their pocket.
They never put it out saying that what they did with it, who they gave. No, they were putting it in their pockets.
Some of the creators over there.
That Trump and what's that man's name? Elon Musk.
Yeah,
man, they finna wreck the United States. I mean, they gonna wreck it. They know they ain't gonna be in there too long, but they gonna still. I mean, they gonna proclaim as much as they can and say, well, we thought this money was used for something. No, you talking about trillions of dollars. They gonna take zillions of dollars. The same way all of Trump businesses was up, went straight to the dirt because he don't know how to operate.
That's a write-off.
He only think about taking the money and putting it in his pocket. That's why he got Elon up there to help him take the money, and we gonna give other rich folks a cut of it.
It's also a write-off.
Well,
if your business,
I went for them. Everything's a write-off or covered by insurance. That's why I said Trump. He knew he had insurance on all those companies, and he junked them. That's just like when I owned my companies. I had 3 companies. I only really respected one. The other 2, I used them for saying that I didn't make no money from them, so those 2 companies failed, but this company lived up, so I'm even Stevens. And the government never said nothing about it. So, but of course, later on when I went to prison, they took my companies. Can you believe they took them? And they got rid of man.
You don't need them.
Mine was a block long. It said Kraft Inc. up there. They took it and got rid of all the people. I said, okay, if you're going to take it, let the people keep working. Those people didn't know who I was or what I was. They just knew me as Mr. Kraft. That's it.
They're going to take it and sell it and keep the money.
That's what they did. They sold it the same way they did my homes, my cars, my jewelry. They even took my clothes. I'm like, wait a minute. Y'all forfeiting my clothes? They said all that was done with illegal money. Well, how much illegal money did Trump do with? He got 34 felons. And I thought when you are a felon that you can't become president, congressman, governors, mayors. But evidently Trump opened the door for anybody that got a felony to run for office now.
Hey.
And if don't, and if the people try to stop me from running, sue them. Because they cannot discriminate when you got a man in the White House with 34 felons. Grab them by the coochie, rape. And we know that the majority of those people is
on Epstein Island.
Well, that's where they learned it from, some of them. But some of them just that way, period. That's why I said rapists, child molesters, and booty bandits.
All in the street shredder. But did you hear about Florida?
Who, Screech? I mean, Meech?
No, I'm talking about down there in Florida. Somebody messed up big time. Somebody lost a shipment.
Shipment of what? Money? Shipment of drugs?
Basically, it was 50 pounds of grass and 22 and a half tons of that booger sugar.
Yeah, well.
45,000 pounds.
Maybe Trump and them allegedly
they
confiscated so they can put it in their stash, so when they get kicked out, when they get out the White House, they got something else to fall back up.
They said they're gonna take it out of circulation, but that's over. They said it was over $500 million worth of product. Yeah. So, somebody finna be losing their fingers, hands, and neck.
No, the people that they took it from, they're gonna find out where that and who did it, and either if it's a group, they're gonna send an army after them.
No. I think they were trying to get that in
My
over
old
here.
team, hopefully.
I think they were trying to get it on here, and they got intercepted. And somebody.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
So who's
they gonna get it back, whether it's a government or other crooks. They messing with cartel people. That was. I trained in some of them. So did let me put it this way. Special Force trained in a lot of different people. Once the United States didn't give us the job that they promised us, we didn't know. Where should we go to make a living? We wasn't trained to do no job, but to do what the United States taught us. I was a good sniper. Never missed.
Got the marksman badges.
Don't nobody fall into that and go my route, because that ain't gonna get you nothing but all tore up, in prison, or murdered. And the people that may be the ones that you thinking that won't hurt you, those be the ones you need to watch out for. The ones you call friends. But I'm still here, still breathing, still doing my cook-up. For all y'all that have been in the joint, y'all know what these cans and food could do. But yeah, I was going to do this cook-up today, but I don't have enough time to be doing it. I would have to go into another hour just to do a cook-up.
Oh, you talking about all the prep work and then making it?
Well, yeah. I got to prep the stuff and get it ready. This is just setting it up, putting it on the table, so I know all this got to be used.
Yeah, you got a couple things
But I need onions.
Garlic.
Well, I was going to get the garlic with the olives, so that's why I had the fresh garlic inside the olives. Chop all that up at one time. I got one back at my house, a jar. That's why I said when I get home, I'm going to do me a cook-up.
Did you ever use tomatoes, or was it like too soft?
No, you don't use tomatoes. Don't put no tomatoes in there. Tomato is going to make it mushy.
Okay.
This
liquid.
That going to turn your paste back into a paste. You don't need that. You want to eat a tomato, bite into it after you bite into one of these hot tamales. Man, just thinking about this stuff making me hungry. But yeah, out of that little group, 50 Cent, Rick Ross, Screech, what name again?
Meech.
Yeah, Meech.
They call him
Meech. We called him Demetrius when he ran off back in 1990 from Detroit because he was on the list. That's why I said he should have been dead 3 weeks after I got shot up, because they were sending me after him. But he took off. Somebody must have told him that he was on the list. I'm quite sure somebody told, because I wasn't the only one who had the list. It was more than just me going for him. I think which guy was supposed to win for him, but he turned out to be something else.
Somebody just sent you some money on here. They said, get into the cook up. Send them to get what you need. He sent you 40. He said, I said, fuck that, get to cooking. I want to see you.
Watch the language.
It's demonetized. Is it? I don't know. It might be.
Yeah, because I only made $100
we can bleep that out in post.
$3. They sent that to me. Well, you know, they pay me every month on the 20th, between the 20th and the 21st. I only made $163.
Yeah, sir.
Well, 50 of it went when I put. It's when I put $50 in the tank this morning to come out here. I'm like, well, that's gonna take up 50 to just do that. And of course, people don't know that that's a long drive from where I live now. I live in a beautiful place.
We might have to just
with a bunch of old folks that's driving me crazy.
Not all of them, just most of them.
Well, there's about 6 of them that really drive me crazy. Everybody else loves me in there. They be like, you always helping people. I'm just trying to give back since I always, you know, was a bad person. I'm trying to be a good person.
This person gonna put a Center Phoenix. Said, Boone, just make sure you keep the bathroom window open with a can of air freshener nearby. I guess they saying you eat that, you finna blow it up.
I ain't never had that. Only when we did it with the chili no beans or chili with beans. Cause like I said, there's all different ways of doing different cook-ups. That's why I said when I went to the post box and I seen canned goods, I was like, well, people think I'm still in prison. Where you get the like boxes shipped to us.
Yeah.
And I seen this stuff, I'm like, man, they bringing back memories.
Hey, what's this man? Charles Thomas. We don't want to hear about you. And Bubba, if you gave that man your cornbread, that's your fault, Charles. You should have ate it.
They try to slip that in there on me.
Yeah.
I'll eat your cornbread. Now, I laugh at that because it was funny.
Somebody asked what's your it should be in a bio. Do I got this for the clipboard?
What's my what? Pick?
PayPal.
My Cash App or PayPal?
Your PayPal.
PayPal should be in there.
It's in its bio. I can't find it on my clipboard, so I can't add it. Well, I can't find it, but it's the picture.
Where can you use my phone? Oh no, that's in that phone.
Is it on that one? Let me see that one.
Oh yeah, back to Meech.
Oh no, we don't need to do that. I just thought about something.
Somebody reached out to my old friends, and they wanted to know what would it take to knock off a couple of them guys. And I told my boy, I said, man, why you actually calling me in? He said, man, we just want to know, you want to come, do you want to come out of retirement? We're going to get paid for this. I said, no. Don't bring me into that shit, because I don't even want to know about it. But of course, you can tell me about it, because I'm just going to talk about it on my podcast. No, man, don't do that. I said, too late. You put it in my head. That's a memory now. He said, man, just don't mention no name. I said, well, I ain't going to mention y'all name, but I'm going to mention them people that trying to seek help from someone. I ain't going to tell y'all which one of them, because it's 2 of them that's really seeking. And one of them, y'all haven't even heard the name yet, that got billions of dollars. They still trying to get at, what you call P. Diddy or Daddy or whatever his name is.
They still trying to offer him?
Well, because they offered it to the guards, but the guards been crapping around. And which I don't understand. When I had them guards in there in my pocket, I got them guards to do a lot of crap. Hey, man, open that man's cell door at a certain time, and I'm coming in there because I got a cake for him. He got a foul in it. I'm going to beat that boy to a pulse. But yeah, I used to get guards to open guys' doors. I go in there and beat the hell out of them. Or I send my men in there to beat the hell out of them. That's why we always wore the hats down with the crowd. They know what that means.
Well,
We gonna get down. We putting our foot in y'all.
y'all had them grainy cameras, so.
Camera? There were no cameras in the prison back then.
Yeah, so you could just get away.
Now
We don't know who did
cameras. Now they got cameras, but back when I was there, they didn't have no cameras. They had the man up in the gun tower. He usually walked up and down 4th, 3rd, 2nd, 1st, and base. But we tell him, hey man, $500, get the hell out that window. And then you see a group of us running down into the cell. Because we know that as soon as we get there, the guy at the break bar will break the door. Of course, sometimes people hear us coming like that, they be trying to pull their door open too. We say, hey, if y'all step out here when we come, y'all gonna get messed up too. Especially those raiders and
Quick, what's that real quick? Just want. So if anybody want to ask, why is it not focused? Bam, there you go.
what was that?
He asked for the PayPal. I couldn't find and I didn't want to go through the phone to do it, so I just pulled it up.
Okay, so you just held that in front of the camera.
Yep.
Okay. But yeah, that's my PayPal. But my PayPal, my Cash App, and my P.O. Box should be in somewhere in there.
Yeah, if they click your face and go to your page, they
click my face.
Yeah, or just go to your page, you will see it. It'll pop up, and it's just right in your description or bio. So when they go to your page, right there at the top, it'll say more or your bio, whatever, and just pull up all your links or whatever, your Facebook pages, all your other pages, your PayPal, Cash App. It'll be right there.
Because I know I ain't been receiving nothing. Only nobody been sending me something is Thomas. Thomas always sent me something. Appreciate you very much, Thomas. But somebody sent me this, but they didn't put no name on it or return in here. Hey, I'm not going to come to you. That's why I put up the post box. I knew when I was sending them hats out, I did put a return address where they could send it to one of my places that I have.
Somebody asked, let me see what Tommy said. He said, when you warned Maserati Rick about Boo trying to steal his connect, had Rick offered you money to take out Boo, would you have done it?
Yeah. Well, it was money. I work for money. I didn't work for love or care. There's only two other people that I would have never took a penny for. Jerm and Dave. I would never did anything towards them, and they would never did anything towards me. We was like one. Without us three, we felt incomplete. So I said, if I could, bring Jerm back and take me. I think he should still be in because he did get out of that lifestyle and stayed married to his wife that he loved. Long time.
Real quick, that's not the.
Hey, Cassandra.
That's not the address. Somebody said your address is in the description. That's the P.O. box. That's not an address. That's just the P.O. box he got. Somebody's asking about that last video and beforehand when you mentioned it, so I just put it in the description.
Oh, the P.O. box where they could.
Yeah, they like, oh, you got your address. That's not his
where
address.
they could donate or so forth. No. Well, lay my head that is not on there. Only 3 people got that address because they was the first 3 people that bought hats, and I didn't have no post box off at that time. And those 3 people that got those first 3 hats, I know they could. Oh, and thanks you very much, Almata.
Somebody said they're from Yaktown, so they from Pontiac.
From Pontiac?
Yeah. Oh, somebody asked you, do you know? Wait, that's the machine, ain't it, Stacy Colbert?
That's the machine gun. Yeah, they call him Stacy. Yes. What do you mean? Do I know him?
Like,
he was the one that was gonna shoot me in the back of the head, but Chuck told him don't. I was like, what? But I don't know if it was true or not. I'm just going by what Chuck told me. I guess Chuck tried to get me to turn on him because he wanted him out the way as well, because Chuck set me up in prison and got me thrown in the hole. So if I ever run into you, Chuck, don't worry. Don't worry. I'm gonna give you what you gave me back.
Is that when y'all was you got in there and y'all they made y'all cellmates? Y'all was selling.
Well, yeah. I let them bring him, because see, usually I don't let nobody come to my cell.
What?
Or they had to leave in the morning.
Well, technically.
But I let him come to the cell, gave him all types of stuff. I mean, I had everything a person wanted to join. And I guess he got nervous and scared since he know how I did things. He never been in prison before. I have many times. But I guess he probably said, well, what if they think about what I did to him on the street? He decided to knock me off in my sleep.
Like, that was a smart move.
I'm like, no, because that get me more time. And it would cancel my deal with the government, the federal.
Yeah, but he thinking, well, that might get more time. But on the other hand, I'd be gone, so it won't matter if he get more time. I'm not taking that risk.
But no, I think he just did it because he knew where I hid all my stuff at.
Somebody think they funny. They say, Boone, was it you who hit Abraham Lincoln?
That was a guy named Booth, wasn't it?
Yeah, John Booth.
John Booth did that. No blood relation. I know how to laugh when y'all come with your jokes or funny words that just roll off my back.
Oh, Nick said, what's up, though? He said he a big fan.
Hey, Nick, thank you. Oh, yeah. Let me say this. Let's say, subscribe, share, like. Was that it? Subscribe, share, and like. And they like ring that bell. I was going to say doorbell. Ring that bell so every time I go on live or put something up, it would notify y'all.
They say when you gonna make that food, sir? They want to see you. They want to see you make it or eat it or something. They said make that food. You sitting there with all that food?
Well, you want me to make it, or you want me to just wait till? Because see, we can wait till next week. So when I come, I just come an hour early, so we can hook it up.
I mean, we can wait till next week. That way, we can just do a couple things. So you can make 2 or 3 different ones, and then we just cut that video up and put it up afterwards or something, or we shoot it, and then I have time to edit it, and then.
Oh, okay. I don't know how you're gonna do, but yeah, however you gonna do. Because hey, I'm gonna do this first cooker when I go home. I'm sorry, people. I wasn't here early enough to do this because, like I said, I stopped by the post box office. I see all this stuff, and I'm like, whoa.
Hold on, ain't nobody making no chi-chi. You need to calm down, sir. That's you need to go to another channel. Somebody making a jailhouse chi-chi. That's like somebody with socks and Vaseline. Sir, you need to
I think it's your Diddy might be in there waiting on him. Because he got his own baby oil.
The grease master.
I can't believe that man was drugging people doing that stuff. But let me get off that because this is not what that's about. About men on men.
Or them freaks on
children. Forcing things. And I don't even want to talk about it because that just made me want to go out and
oh, my bad. I don't know if it was the same or not. Somebody said that's a Fifi. I don't know what it is, Fifi, Chi-Chi, whatever. I don't want nothing to do with that.
No, they're talking about putting some liver in something or some type of food in something and humping it. That's somebody is in the wrong state of mind. Hopefully you in the world and you're free. And you ain't got to make no Fifi bag. Fifi bag.
What What do you think about
I ain't
that?
never had to do that in the joint. They had females in there that like to accept money or like to accept drugs or just wanted to work for me. Heck, I had this one lady transferring drugs from Detroit all the way to Muskegon. And then they'd pick up another car and take it to Ionia, Jackson, and drop them off. And of course, the cars was dirty, but the people that get the car know what to do. But hey, those guards was crooked than anything. Matter of fact, you can almost turn any guard crooked in there, cause they ain't making that much money. And when you got cash money there, like I had a cat, cause like I tell people, have your people bring you up $100, roll up, put in your mouth or whatever, keister it, whatever. I'm gonna give you 200 for it in tokens. You always double what you give them, because see that money gives me a chance to roll it up and sew it into my coat, so I'll be able to take that out with me, and the people there won't know about it. They're gonna run around searching and be trying to find my money, which they did. But when I got ready to go home, that's when I ripped my coat off and said, "Is this what y'all looking for?" Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Sold it into the lining?
I had sold it to the court. Then I put the lining in there and sewed that all the way around it.
So they couldn't see it.
So they couldn't feel it too as well, because sometimes okay, but they don't feel that, they just feel a solid push.
Oh yeah, because y'all had them jackets, not them windbreakers with the little thin line.
No. We had matter of fact, we used to turn those jackets inside out. That's how people also knew that they was down with me. They had the blue state jacket, but we'd turn it inside out, which was great. It looked like a great nanny goat because it was gray and fluffy, you know. And if you watching this Rocket Ridge, I think we need to get together and see, can we get a movie going or a series or something. We both got stories to tell. We both, at least I know I'm cool with you, man. I ain't got no animosity towards you.
Paul asked me to ask you, did he know his pops?
Huh? Did I know who pops?
Yours.
Did I know my father?
Yep. I guess that's what he asked him. Double tap the screen and find out.
Yeah, I know my father.
You wasn't supposed to tell me yet.
But I ain't gonna go into that anyway, because I'm quite sure they probably went into one of my old documentary on what I said about my pops. And I'm not talking about Frank Kraft. That was a good man.
What you gonna make next time? Just to make sure. That way I know when films.
I can make tuna casserole like we did out of, store-bought stuff from the commissary, or I could make the hot tamales, or I could just make the cooker with the flour tortillas. But it's the meat that you have to prepare and so forth. So they want the chicken, when I just put all the ingredients in that we used in the joint. I'm not going to use anything from the street, because like I said, we didn't have this in the joint. Jalapenos, we didn't have that in the joint. So we had to use hot chips,
crushed red peppers,
hot sauce. Yeah, but only if you grow it.
Garlic.
Because,
that's spicy.
Inmate was always good. Well, they sold garlic in the store. The cloves, they sold them, because I used to have people go in there and buy big giant bags of them, pop them, then we shave them up with the razor blade, and then we use them in cook-ups. And that's what we need for this one. Some garlic, some olives, and onion. You basically hooked that up. The same way with the corned beef and roast beef, we used to make sandwiches out of that. We just add 1 can of chicken. I mean, chili, no beans.
Oh no, this thing just cut off. Nope. That's crazy. That thing just comes out. Rotate when it wants to, huh? Sorry about that. There we go.
The thing just cut off?
Yeah, I guess after like 30 minutes of nobody touching the because it don't sit in its orientation. It sit in landscape mode all the time. You know, because it's the gyroscope.
Oh, okay. I'm just saying, yeah, okay, it be that I really don't give a. I ain't good with the technology, so that's why I say. That's why I have an editor. That's why I have an agent. Yeah, I'll take care of that. Me, I'll just take care of telling my life story on what it did, how I did it. And I ain't got to sit there and type it down or write it down because I remember all this because it's in my mind forever. That's why I said all those people saying, "Oh, he lying." Well, show us some proof.
And somebody asked about the Cash App. There you go.
Okay, thank you. You'll get a more thing later once I get off this because I can't really. I ain't supposed to be working my phone.
Okay, so
I'm on phone punishment.
the one that was
doing this.
The one that was talking about the cheat sheet was like you need, the pack some ramen noodles up there. That's the one I was.
Oh,
I didn't ever call it that.
The ramen noodle, but see, I used the other noodle because they cost a little bit more in commissary.
Taste better.
The cup of soups.
Yeah.
If y'all know about the cup of soups, I like them because the ramen noodles I didn't like them because they tasted funny to me. But the cup of soup, oh man, when you do those noodles just right, they taste good. I used to take my noodles, I take my nachos, or like Fritos chips, crunch them all up, put all that in there with the cheese, with the onion, the bell pepper, and make a nice big cook up. Take the jalapeno, diced up some jalapeno, throw that in there if you want it spicy. Throw that in there, mix up a can of corned beef, roast beef, chili with bean or chili no bean. I done did it both ways. Put all that stuff together and you got a cook up. As well as you can make it, now if you want to make it more pasty, throw in some nachos. That'll make it more pasty-like. Then you put that between 2 pieces of bread.
I ain't know about bread.
Oh, I like Miracle Whip, so I used to always put like Miracle Whip on mine. Most people like mayonnaise. I don't like mayonnaise. Tastes sort of like metal to me. But yeah, there's many different cook-ups that I used to do in there and used to sell. And somebody told me something about chili dog. I ain't never ate no chili dog.
Somebody asked you, who does your AI photos? Look really.
My AI?
Yeah. Who sending you? Who making photos for you?
El Mata sent me those. That's why I said I like to hook up some with him so we could do some AI. I speak and he put the AI with what I'm talking about. Like me going down the alley or me jumping off the roof onto the truck. He sent me all that and I was like, okay, I get it. He sent me that. So that was me jumping on top of the truck, riding the truck before I had to jump off that and grab my cousin and put him out. Because my brother just took off and I said, man, that's why I like working with family because they don't never want to do what they're supposed to do.
Somebody asked you, did you ever land in Leavenworth?
No. Never been in Leavenworth. I've been in many prisons because they keep kicking me out of them when they send me to one. Oh, you don't want to do what we telling you. I'm in prison, ain't I? I'm not going to have you tell me, sit down, stand up. No, you got my body. you ain't gonna have what I'm gonna do in there. I'm a hustle and I'm gonna hustle. Yes.
This individual said, first bite, cholesterol, stroke.
Already got all that. I'm a diabetic. Cholesterol is off the chain. They give me those pills and all that stuff to take, but that just make me sick. But I'm still in good shape, good health, you know.
Hey, and he got a point with this one right here. He said this beat never had a chili hot dog, but he be having whipped cream and everything else mixed together.
Not just that, I don't like the chili hot dog because all the don't just jump out the thing when you grab them trying to bite into it. Now I would eat them, but somebody had hit me up and talking about first you said you had spaghetti, then you said you had the chili dog. No, it was lasagna. Was the meal the girl made from scratch. If that's what you're talking about. Now I done ate them foods before, but I prefer not the chili dog. I'll really be belching.
Somebody said, do you have any stories about taking over Toledo or any Chamberlain stories?
What was that name? Chamberlains?
Yeah.
Man, them fools. Man, I got stories about them too. If they watching, y'all was some stupid fools. I can't get in trouble for saying that, can I? It's the truth. I'm just speaking the truth.
Okay, in trouble. I'm just laughing.
Oh, okay, because I just want to, I'm speaking the truth on everything I talk about. It's the truth. Those fools was fools. Who record their own prison time so they could go to prison? Oh, yeah, this is our goal. This is our goal. This is the money we're going to toss back in the street. This is the drug. Them boys were stupid. But then again, you got a lot of stupid people out there because they be out there, even nowadays, they be out there filming themselves holding guns. Don't you know that the government could zoom in on that or whatever, or you might even be somebody that ain't supposed to have a gun. And they can just put it in their file and say, well, we need 20 people to go to prison this week. Go get them 20 on that list right there that was holding guns up on these media things. I mean, like, because I know this one dude, he pulled out a gun, and I'm sitting there like, oh no, Holmes. Either you gonna shoot me or you gonna get the hell up out of here. I can't be around a gun. When I do want to be, I mean, that if I was around one, then that means that I'm getting ready to either die or go back to prison. And I ain't got no more prison time left in me. So if I got a weapon, it must be my time to go. I'm not going to have a weapon. I am the weapon. People coming in, but yeah, certain people are trying to hire hitmen to do things to people that got money. I was only told that because they was hoping that I come out of retirement and do what I know how to do best. I don't know, man. I ain't gonna do that no more. That money would really have to be money enough for me to run. I know if I came out, they gonna know it was me, especially on what I like to do and how I do it. That's why I said I always left a little something behind so, you know, the wrong people won't get caught on something I did and wind up in the joint. Like this one brother, I forgot his name, but he had did, I think 20, 25 years in prison for a crime he didn't do, that we did it. The people I knew did that crime. I had to go to court and testify for him that he didn't do it. No, he didn't do it. I know for a fact. I was there. So hopefully he got out. If he got out, I hope he sued those folks for that. Hold him that long in prison for a crime he didn't do. Man, that was screwed up what they did to that boy. Did I turn sideways?
No.
Oh, they can still see me?
it keeps switching off. I don't know. It act like it's gonna die, son.
Just wait till you finish.
Are you? You know what? I ain't got time for this. There we go. I do not got time for this. Oop.
We have a technical problem, so please bear with us.
I won't use this again. It's good for but you gotta constantly have it in your hand.
Yeah. I only can't hear all that. I ain't gonna do nothing but go in one ear and out the other one because, like I said, I'm not good with none of this technology. I'm only good with one thing: eating. I should make me a pineapple upside down cake for dessert.
I got pineapples in there soaking in liquor.
You know I don't drink.
That ain't for you.
Oh, I was gonna say, you got something soaking in liquor? Nah, ain't me. Like the one girl, she talking about, I could get a bottle and, come by. I said, no, you won't. You gonna come by my place and get drunk or what? Ain't nothing going on between me and you unless you paying my rent. Call me a male gold digger.
Did you know somebody named Thomas Carr?
Yeah.
There you have it. That's your answer.
Part of best friend.
He said it feels like I'm playing a Walking Dead game.
If you is, Carl, glad to see you out. If you out, brother. But I ain't quite sure he's still alive or prison or what. You know, because I said I ain't seen nobody since 1990.
They said, do you bait?
Carl was one of the ones that went to Ohio. So if that's you, Carl, I'm going to stop speaking because you may not have got in. If it's you, peace to you, brother.
Oh, I just thought about something. Did y'all make any desserts in there?
I just told you. Pineapple upside down.
I thought you was talking about on the outside.
No,
How y'all make pineapple upside down cake? I know y'all probably get the pineapples and stuff, but y'all was getting cake mix in there?
The same way that we do cakes in there. You mean that? Well, you ain't never been in a real prison.
No, I ain't been in prison.
We used to cook up on it. I used to have a hot plate that I basically just took some bricks, took the coils and wrapped them around that, took the foils and put it over there, then took the wire and hook it up to the other two wires that's hanging out. And there you go with a hot plate.
So you made the stinger into a hot plate?
Oh, you can go, hey, like we had stinger too. We just dropped the stinger, plug it in, just drop it into our coffee or water. Then put the stuff in there. We got hot coffee. Some guy was making just hot coffee with the plain hot water out the sink. Now, in Jackson, that hot water was hot that come out of that sink. You didn't have to cook that.
So they had a boiler.
And all the other prisons I've been to, we had to make
warm.
stingers.
Yeah. I said
it wasn't warm. It was hot. Oh. You could see the steam coming from that bad boy in Jackson.
So what did y'all need the stinger for?
That was back in the 70s, huh?
You said that the other ones you needed to make stinger.
Yeah.
So it's just warm water.
At the other ones, you had to use a stinger.
Yeah, so
unless you're just using the tap warm water. And a lot of people that is not colored was doing that. They put it in their jar, put a sucker because they love coffee. Me, I gotta have mine hot.
I don't know, man. I just seen so many people eat that crap and drink it. I'm like, gosh, especially if it's instant.
They gotta have that caffeine in them.
They be rolling candy in it. I'm like, what is you doing?
Yeah, that's the sugar. you have to subsidize for things that they didn't have in prison.
Drake's dad is funny. They said you got a Family Dollar charcuterie board in front of you. Ain't no crackers though. It's just cheese. Okay. Well, I don't know.
What's Family Dollar?
They talking about all this instead of it looking like what's name. It look like a Family Dollar charcuterie board.
Oh no. I'm just not letting y'all see the name brand who it's from because those people ain't giving me nothing. So I got everything turned backwards or covered up because I'm quite. I show them this one.
You showed them that because it's great value.
Yeah, it's a great value. The cheapest one there is.
I don't think they can see that, but
You mean they can't see it?
it's a little zoomed out.
Okay.
Now it's great value. They know if you want to know where to
But
just
no,
go
it
to
say,
Walmart.
roast beef,
I don't know if they can see that. For
and
that.
it ain't from no Dollar Tree. You can't get this for no $1 or $2. It's gonna cost you a little. But yeah.
Max, did you ever run into anybody famous in prison?
Yeah, they can zoom in, huh?
You run into any famous people in prison, like any celebrities or something like that?
Football player way back in the 70s at I know it was Jackson. What part
you met OJ?
I forgot what it was. No, this was a football player, big boy. He thought well, I did tell that story once, but I ain't gonna tell it again. Only because if I keep telling stories, more of what I know about what really went down would come out. And I don't want to give the part that I haven't gave out already. But if they come with a series, then I can sit there and give it out from beginning to end without stopping. But right now I'm just doing small, brief, excuse me, of things that occurred and I did and lived through. It was me. But yes, I met a football player, met a singers. Of course, most of them were right there in Michigan. like the what they call those boys, the brothers, Chico DeBar. When they got caught up in that drug bust or whatever, they came to prison. I was like, you boys gonna catch hell. Better shave your heads. They gonna think y'all girls.
Somebody said you got spam on that table?
No spam. This is not a spam. This is not a spam can.
It's corned beef, I believe.
This is corned beef. But yeah, I know how to do the spam hookup too, but I don't eat it. I don't eat pork. So one of the days.
What? Wow, these people be asking some. They tripping. He asked, did you know anybody who got dug out for a pack of camels?
Sound like they going into some freak crap. It sound
like he needs to stop using his imagination.
For a pack of camels or anything, period. Now, if boys want to give themselves up, well, that's their business. As long as y'all ain't forcing them and taking it from them. Let a person have their choice. That's why I said they're out there raping these women that don't want to have anything with them, sneaking up on them and whatever. No, all that, you need to be butchered. Child molester, butchered.
We're going to stop naming them because they might be the problem. They keep messing with your monetization. But somebody asked you, who do you think had more money? Demetrius Hollowell or Maserati Rick? They was partners, but well,
yeah, they were partners when they first started off, but then they broke up. Demetrius went his way, Maserati Rick went his way. At that point in time, they both was even. But of course, later on, Demetrius started picking up more money. That's why somebody wanted him dead real bad. That's why they said, if we see him, do him. I said, well, hell, who do you not want done? That's why they got up on a lot of people that was making money back then and started, knocking them off, taking their what they had and so forth.
Venom said he gonna bless your Cash App. Keep it up, sir.
Who?
Somebody named Venom.
Venom. Appreciate you. But I ain't gonna forget. Y'all hit that subscribe button, the share, the like, and hit that bell so y'all know when I'll be back on.
Please double tap that screen.
I will be doing a live cook-up. We can do that, can't we?
I don't care.
Okay. You gotta be more. I don't know what you my editor, my aide. I need you to.
I ain't gonna do nothing but film it.
Or we ain't gonna do that, especially when you already blocked them people from trying to slip me.
Who?
Hey, why my hand moved afterwards?
Because it's on a delay.
Oh, okay, it's on a delay. I'm like, why is my hand over there flapping around like I'm trying to?
Because it's gonna flap now.
There ain't nobody throwing me off no gallery.
You ever been to Flint?
Yeah. Well, I've been there, but I ain't never did anything in Flint. That was somebody else's territory. Remember, I think it was also Money Marco. I think he was up there too in Flint. Him, Bruiser. I mean, there was quite a few people, going to Flint. Flint is right there, Only time we went somewhere was when we had to go there and put it down, meaning that we had to chase people out, or we had to put in some wet work. I mean, people telling us that we can't come through there. Who gonna stop us? Get your army together, boy, because we coming back through here and whoop our. And there's no, oh man, we were just joking. No, ain't no joke. You don't make a threat and think that you're going to stay on this same planet that I stay on. One of us got to go. So if you in that lifestyle, be ready. And people that is in that lifestyle now, step away from it because y'all don't want to wind up dead, in prison, or crippled. There's many ways to make money. It's not as fast as that money, but that fast money gets you locked up faster. I mean, how many people have you heard, yeah, man, I'm just laid back, I'm rich from getting, okay, yeah. I ain't heard of one yet. People talking about, well, for a guy that had all this and that, why you ain't got no money? The federal government took it. The state only take what they can find on you. The federal government, they take from you for years and years and years. They took my business. I mean, my forfeiting slip is about like that. That stack. I came home to nothing. Period. That's why I said any money I had to make sure that I sold it up into my clothes if I was buying the money like that in the joint. Because I knew I was coming back to nothing because I try to leave money with my people. That didn't work out good.
Hey, J-Mo's finna be mad. He said, man, cook it up. Cook it up. He sent you $5 right now. He said, cook it up. He said, he just sent your cash up some money. Cook it up.
They making me hungry to cook it up. I keep looking down like, man, I can't wait to do this roast beef though. With the cheese, got the nachos, I got the flour tortillas too. I could do cold ones with the flour tortillas.
Why they actually did you ever meet Ezra Brown?
Who?
Ezra Brown.
Yeah, that's one of the best friends. Huh?
Yeah.
What? What they say about it? Because he's dead.
No, they just asked, did you ever meet him? I'm like, yeah, they should have been the whole crew.
Yes, I have met all the Brown brothers.
Why they talking about they got 50 hats?
There's only one person ordered 50 hats.
No, somebody said, I got 50 hats. Sir, how many hats do you have? Why did they said you was calling people hats? Huh? What? I don't know. This chat is kind of.
Are they trying to order 50 hats?
No. Somebody said, I got 50 hats. I don't know what they mean by that. Then somebody said, how much hats do you have? Another person said, why is Aunt calling people hats?
Who calling people hats? No, I said in the joint, that's what y'all speaking on. I heard the hats that said down with the craft.
Oh, somebody said hats is bodies. So I'm guessing they saying you got 50 bodies, which I don't think that's correct.
No. In the service, no, I can't speak on that because they already told me they don't want to hear too much on me. I said, well, I don't really care what you want to hear. When that time comes, I'm telling that story. And I got documentation on what y'all sent me to do and how, well, not how to do it, but sent me to do. They never knew that I was making copies of all the paperwork just in case if I get killed. I was making copies, sending them home, putting them in fruit. Well, I was getting them out, making sure that they got out. So in case something happened to me, I ain't going to be the only one taking it in the head.
Yeah, somebody else like, man, why you ain't cooking that food?
They really want to see me cook this stuff.
Yes, sir.
Let's see, what time is it?
2:22.
2:22. Well, I could cook it. That is basically I can wait. Yeah, I can basically make it. Give me a small thing of hot water. Pour it in here. Oh, there I go. Showing that name. I can't show the name, people. I'm sorry, because these people ain't giving me nothing to push their name off. So I'm going to wait till next time. Next time, I'm going to have everything already in the bowl and ready to go. Only thing I got to do is just tell you what's in this bowl, that bowl, that bowl, that bowl. Mix it.
Might as well scramble up some ground beef next time too, then. Because you can always add, or you can add it to something else.
Hamburger?
That's what I'm gonna do. Take some hamburgers, some cheese, some pack of noodles.
I never used plain hamburger. I know what you're talking about. I don't use hamburger, especially when we make the flour tortillas. You get the hamburger, you got the cheese, you got your onion, you got garlic, you got your, what do you call it, sour cream. Put your sour cream on it and roll all that up to a big old brugel. Brugler. I go saying prison stuff again. Just roll it up and eat it. They call that salt.
No, you can't find ground beef in. Well, I don't know if you can find ground beef in prison, but they would have summer sausage.
But see, that was from the kitchen. You basically had to have somebody you knew in the kitchen. I had it, but I prefer to just buy mine from the commissary. I ain't got to cut nobody into my money, because I love money. So if I can save money, I send 10, 20 guys to the commissary and buy up all the corned beef and roast beef.
Said, did you eat pickled pigs feeding ham hocks?
Have I? Yes, I have.
I'm straight. I can't eat none of that.
That was way back in the 60s.
I can't eat them trotters. It's the pig's feet. That's what they call them. Call them trotters.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember. Oh, yeah. The lobster tails that I seen today at this store, they wanted $24 for the two. I was like, these people gone crazy with this price is high.
Hey.
Everything is high.
Somebody buying it, so they're going to keep doing it.
Yeah, well, I'm buying, but I'm getting tired of the prices. Pretty soon I'm going to find me a truck and hijack that sucker. What happened to all the lobster was on that truck? I don't know.
Look,
can you prove took it? You can't get back what you eat. Pop that truck on, cook them all. You're having a feast. People be doing the sea boil. I'll be doing the lobster boil. Nothing but lobster tails.
J-Mo said, man, you bully. Give us the real. We could donate how much? Within reason. He said, you still ain't made no cook up. He wants you. He said, make it happen. Whoops.
Do you got a bowl?
Yeah, I can go get something.
Yeah, get a bowl and a little hot water in the same cup for me. I'm going to go ahead and pop one can. I'll put this one.
Damn.
I do this. The chips are already hot, so we don't need this.
Camera keep rotating.
I'm just going to use the one can because if I use both, we're going to have a ton. So basically, I just need a bowl of some hot water to mix this here in front.
How much hot water?
About
Let me rephrase that. How hot do you want it? You want it stovetop hot, boiling hot, coffee hot?
No, just hot, not boiling hot. Cause bring me a spoon too. I'm gonna pour it into a bowl, separate bowl. So bring me 2 bowls. I'm gonna pour this in the bowl and try to do it because usually I do it right in the bag. I just pour the hot water in it because see the bag is foil. So basically we could just basically
What size bowl?
bowl big enough to put this can of roast beef in and a spoon so I can dig out the chili and put it in there with that. And these are already crushed up. I already crushed these suckers up real fine. so I can pour the chips into a bowl. See, I don't want, well, I might just go ahead and try the hot water in here, pour it in here and get it nice and paste-like. We got the wax paper to do the little balls after we roll it together, put it on there, flatten it out. Oh, just for y'all that don't know, my hands already been washed and cleaned.
You done dug up his ass one time.
Why still angry? I'm trying to see if I get more than the little $163
That's a
that they paid.
biological term.
And that was for a whole month. I was like, oh, that's a man. But somebody here sent me word saying that the reason you ain't making nothing because you should have did it when you first came home. And got on there. I said, I don't know nothing about this stuff. Mogul State of Mind is the one that basically was telling me about how to start my own podcast and this and that. But Raymond was the one that started the first ones that we did, I know. And I got to give a shout out as well as to like Denise Watley. Denise had hooked the first
little videos.
Yeah, she had hooked up the first video. That's why people talking about why you got a girl doing this? Why you got a girl? Because girls are human beings. They can do the same thing anybody else could do. And I thought she was going to, work out beautifully with me, my granddaughter. And we could have pushed it to where I'm at now, I guess, or higher. Because she's a very intelligent person. But she got mad at me and she quit or stopped working with me. So I had to hire in an agent and an editor to help me do this. I would like to get into other things. That's why I asked El Mata if he could join the crew and we start doing that into AIs or animated shows that we could hook up and probably do that and make some money. But yeah, I'm broke. I ain't rich no more. I wish I was, but I don't want to go back to that lifestyle. So I'm trying to see what can I get into to make a little few bucks here and there. That's why I said I wanted to run for president. If they let that crook Trump get in there, he got 34 fellas. I got less fellas than he do. And mine ain't no charges that he had. I was just a man that did what I had to do because I was doing it for whoever could pay me. Now, if y'all want me for president, I'll do it for y'all. I get in there and make sure that y'all get what you're supposed to get. That means all the VA people, you won't be on the street. You will have what you're supposed to have. If we could send you over there to fight for us, we should be able to take care of you when you come back. I mean, take care. You can't be able to live in or run out there begging this and that. Well, some people going to say, well, there's some people came on from the Army. They doing good. Yeah, probably because when they went in, they was doing good too. So they had people looking out for them. But the ones that went in down on the grunt level, they got hurt or finished their tour, they just came back and they got nothing. I know Don't make it too hot, cause well, yeah, I guess you can make it hotter now, either which way. I'm just gonna pour a little bit in here so I can mush it around. Turn that into a paste. Let me rip this label off of here so I ain't gotta keep on trying to hold it one way.
I don't know what size you need it, so.
Here, take that label off of there. If they want me to show their company or their label did it, then they need to donate as well.
Yeah, and if you they want to talk to you about it, just call the hotline. The number is 765. No, it's what's it 867-5309.
Oh, we ain't playing no jokes on that.
I'm glad my hands work.
Should have told you the whole bit too. My fingers, you know, that thing is, I can't even get it in there. That's what the girl told me. You ain't putting your fingers in me. I'm like,
And you demonetized.
huh?
I said, and you demonetized.
How?
I don't know.
By saying that?
Oh, this got water in it.
Water.
Yeah.
You mean juice? Can
Water
you pour the juice into a little container? Might have to use a little bit of that maybe if I can't get it mixed up. And bring a spoon. Uh-oh. Oh, it's still on. I just dropped that magnet.
Don't trip. No cursing.
Now, this is a can of roast beef, so I'm going to just basically open this and pour it into the bowl. Then smash it all up.
No, it's very hot. Let's took it out of that glass. Fuck this shit. Ooh. Yeah, you showed them out. Well, let me get that if you're done with it.
Just wait for the water. I just have to put a little water in here. Just to turn. Now, see, oh no, we still leave it. I should have had quick, like the measuring cup so I can put this much into a bag of nachos.
You can do that next time. Who making prison meatloaf?
Prison meatloaf.
They said you got pruno fermenting under the table. Ain't nothing down there.
Who?
Pruno.
Pruno.
Prune the wine.
Who made it?
So y'all should have people start calling and ask questions. I told y'all. Dial that number. 867-5309.
A lot of people gonna do that. I don't wanna. I don't do that. Wait for their time. They
Oh yeah, don't call that number. That was a lie. It's a hole in it.
No, I thought it was. Let me look at my hand.
Might be.
Nope, it ain't wet, but it's just felt probably warm because that hot water and it felt warm. Right. Is my hand wet? You already called me for my birthday, sis. Just letting you know, my birthday in 2 more days. Yeah, I know. I know you called me ahead of time.
I have to. I know it's March 25th, but I have to call ahead of time when I think about it.
Yeah, because I never celebrated it. Mainly because it always snows or something.
Just in case you're talking about it's a hole in it.
Me, you, and at,
We the only ones left.
right, that's what I'm saying.
In April.
I just didn't want to say her name just in case, you know, she might. Oh, you like, why y'all say my name? Well, you is our sister. Ain't too many of us left. And we love you.
Somebody asked, what was the craziest food you had got brought in?
The craziest food?
Yep, the craziest food you ever got brought in.
In the penitentiary.
You used to send me boxes of food.
Yeah.
When I was in there.
Yeah, you used to send me letters telling me what to do.
You gonna sit here on camera to your felonies you committed.
No.
I didn't commit no felony.
Oh, that was no
You just said you was in there
they can
sneaking
send
in
us
lobsters and crab tails and hog maws and pig
If he say
feet.
send it and he tell me how to send it, I send it.
Yeah, I would never say that on
Then
camera.
I call and say,
No, but
"Did
that's
you
how you
get
had
it?"
to do it. You had to send it through them.
Yeah.
And then you like, they bring it to my
But
cell.
they going first. What else did you send up there? What, any illegal
No,
stuff?
they go do this
Oh, well,
stuff.
shit. I do have immunity.
You do, but she don't.
I wish a motherfucker would come and tell
Who's
me.
my person like that? The world is listening to you
I
first.
don't care.
Say it again, a little bit close to the camera.
Oh, that doesn't mean I won't be getting paid with this.
You, she didn't say no cuss words than we
But that's
have.
my sister, and I love her. I don't care what anybody say. She can do anything in this world, and I got her back.
And you believe that because he really does.
And when I wasn't around, Germ had her back.
Yeah,
Shit. That's why I said we look out for each other like that. That's how me and Germ was.
He was strong, yeah, something happened on kitchen. And he come out of my house and say, I heard somebody was messing with you over there. Who was it? I was just that little dude. What the fuck's going on with you? And he pulling out a weapon. We in the hallway. And mom upstairs. I'm what, about six? When they take you? When I turn 16 or something? How are you? How many years am I older than you?
A lot.
I know that.
I ain't about to tell that on this.
2,400.
People been guessing at my age.
Anyway.
You 136. Didn't you say you used to
Can
babysit
you
the
smash this up? Because I can't. Your little bitty old teeny little spoon you
That's
give
the spoon
me.
she like.
And
Yeah, but this smash is good.
yeah,
She like this
yeah.
spoon.
Well, I don't need this. You know, I just need it. I just need it broken up because I'm gonna be putting the meat down
Pause.
on this right here. No homo.
They was finding people saying that, so that's why everybody came up with pause.
Pause.
You don't care.
And I just drove all the way out here, girl.
It's been so long, they ain't got no proof of that.
Oh, but let me tell you what. This boy told me.
You just said you ain't gonna tell on yourself. Then said, let me tell you.
Let me tell you this. This boy told me that he did something. And that if I ever needed anything to go see this other boy. I went around and see this other boy. He was a little bitty motherfucker. Boone was short. This motherfucker was skinny.
You talking about low down and fucking low
I
down?
ain't calling no name.
Yeah, please don't say no name.
That's not no name. That's what y'all called him.
That's
What's
my
that?
man.
Y'all called him what?
That's my man.
Because one was short and the other one was even shorter.
He came by, did what he was supposed to do. He came by and asked me, and I told him. Next thing I know, the shit was all over with.
Man, I don't like doing this.
Doing what?
Put my fingers in here because it's mushy.
Give me a glove.
Let me see what it is. I don't know what it is. Maybe they here.
Oh, you see now.
I don't know when they up there. Hey.
You walk right past him.
You got all that shit on top of
That shows that I done got old because I used to sit in my cell and do this. Man.
Don't let that boy
No.
tell you that lie.
What am I supposed to be doing?
Well, I had workers to help me, but
Thank you.
I was still doing a little bit of.
What am I doing now?
Mushing that.
That's it? Just mushing this?
I remember
Yeah, making it turn into like a paste, and then we're gonna take a piece of it. We're gonna put it on this wax paper and flatten it out. I said we're only using the stuff that we.
Nothing but trouble.
I see you gotta have people cutting this.
Am I
up.
just squeezing this into a...
Paste. You might put a little bit more hot water if you wish.
Okay.
I'm like, because it's coming out, but it ain't really...
Excuse me.
I don't think I need
Any
no...
napkins anywhere?
Nope. I did not go get any napkins.
Any paper towels?
No, I didn't get none because all you wanted was cigarettes.
You could have looked around and seen we had no fucking paper towels.
I've been telling you that for a whole month. You ain't got no paper towel, no tissue,
I
none of
ain't
that.
know where.
No paper
You go
towel.
out, I would get you the money to pick it up.
It ain't about that. It's about you be more concerned about your cigarettes. You leave, I ain't gonna have no cigarettes.
Tissue up there.
It's plenty.
Napkin.
There ain't nothing down here. There's plenty of tissue up there. You just gotta get it.
That's all right. I got an end.
Call one of your nieces. Tell them to come over here and pick that stuff up.
I got a fucking end. Fuck you.
Ooh,
What are you talking about?
ooh.
I didn't want to soak up this grease.
You hear this lady? Shame on her using all
You
that
get
profanity.
it up.
That's all I need.
Well, since the camera rolling, she can't beat me without it being evidence.
Oh, shit. Fuck this up.
She talking about your monetization because she done said every curse word to be had. Don't be lying on my grandma. She wasn't no cursing lady. She was a nice,
Charlie was hair.
young Christian woman
Charlie was hair.
who never beat or cut nobody.
Basically, I got the ground beef. The roast beef here.
I think I might need more water because it's really just a
There's
lump.
one right there.
Y'all have much fun.
Cause you wanted.
Hey, excuse me. Man, where did these bottles gonna be?
Like this, or you want it to be like, because it's like this, but I,
A little bit, just put it a little bit more because you're like that's almost the texture of it right there.
Oh, I'm so sick.
That's almost the texture of it. Cause you're gonna roll up the balls and then put them there. Then we're gonna use.
you gonna do what now?
We use the top. We smash it down. Then we put the meat
Down here.
and all the stuff in between.
No, there's no pop or nothing down
And
there.
roll it up.
All that stuff is upstairs. I'm not gonna put it down here. I'm gonna put it right there with you, so you can't forget about it. You can't lose it. Because if I sit down here, you ain't never gonna find it.
I don't have no ice if I do that.
But we can't see
It's some huge
if
ice cubes
anybody's
down there.
saying anything, can we?
Yeah, I can still see them.
Oh, okay.
Somebody said, "Don't look like lobster tails. It's bringing back memories, making him panic." That trigger finger ain't talking about nothing now. Yeah, somebody said, "Roll up the balls." I said, "Hold on, what
Roll up the what?
balls?" Because that's what he said. I'm like, "Who finna roll up balls?"
Yeah, I'm gonna do them both ways. The hot tamales and
I'm gone.
the flour.
I will say this: y'all gotta have too much time on y'all hands in prison for somebody to sit here and think of, "I crunch these chips up and add some hot water. I can turn this into some goop and then massage it into a paste and roll it in the balls and then make this." What kind of Iron Chef went to prison? Because you had to have some kind of culinary background. Either that or you like
We
you
just
ate
had
some
to figure out a
strogonomics.
way to make things that we could enjoy and cook and like. So we try everything: cups of soup, spam, tuna. I mean, we put in it. We just took food even from the commissary, even from the kitchen, chow hall. We just mix it all together. Got to come out with something to make it spread out and
I
sell.
don't know why, but I'm gonna ask you this real quick because somebody been yelling this for like half an hour. Talking about tell the Toledo story.
Well, that was Boo and Mark in them territory. I was up in Langham. But of course, we had to come down there uh, to Toledo because
You had to regulate.
they was running their mouth about what they gonna do to Detroit people. I said, man, they're gonna start a war, and it did. Right there in that apartment building where they was running theirs out of. While they was
You
running
need to
there,
open them.
yeah, and while they was running out of the apartment building, talking about we ain't coming. Okay, so we called everybody up and we got busy.
Somebody asked you, is there something you can remember that your mom taught you that you still carry on today?
How to be polite to people.
Is that good?
Yeah. I mean, like, it is where you can roll it in the balls, right?
Yeah, hold on.
Okay, here. To just roll them in the balls and slap them on that wax paper. Two, three.
Oh, something like that. Too big, small.
Too big. But
About half that size.
because you know, like, we used to have them that big though, but we had
Yes.
wider wax papers.
Still too big.
No, that's cool. That's cool.
Let me go back there so I can see something. Oh, hold on, let me.
I know people talking about we used to use cups. Yeah, well, I'm gonna try to use the top. Well, I probably use the bottom of this cup. It look like that cup is leaking, maybe. Every time I move it, there's a wet spot underneath it.
Oh, yeah, because of the hot water.
Let me see. Man, this really ain't coming out the way I wanted to come out. Coming out with cracks.
That was in the ball form. You want me to make them flatter before you do that?
What you mean flat? I am flattening it out.
But I'm saying, instead of making it the ball, I can just take about the same spot and make it flat like that, so it ain't got to be, so it won't have all the
Still
cracks
gotta
in it.
flatten it out. And plus I gotta roll that up.
They talking about GTA 6. Y'all in trouble. Y'all think y'all finna get GTA 6? GTA 6 gonna come out in 2 years, and it's still gonna cost $300.
What was a GTA 6?
A video game people been waiting over a decade for. And no, he is not a serial killer.
It's a difference between serial killer and a contract hitman and just a fool that run around killing because they ain't got nothing else to do.
Yeah, the main difference
I
is
only kill for money. And then they gotta be into the lifestyle of criminals.
so if you're going through a divorce, no, he's not finna kill your spouse for no money.
Really ain't.
Just do what all the other people do and outlive them. You want to get rid of your spouse that bad? Start feeding them bacon and all the good stuff. You eat healthy though.
Give them all the big pork stuff to eat.
You make sure they live a good life. Oh, you want to go to Six Flags? Yep, here you go.
Take up their cholesterol. I shouldn't be saying that. That's kind of bad for me to be saying stuff
No, baby.
like that.
I don't care if you put on a few pounds. Go ahead, eat that extra stick of butter.
But let me give you another stick. Here, take all your sugar too.
What you getting me flowers for? Because I can't get you chocolate without getting you flowers. That looks suspicious. What do you mean sign these papers? What's this, life insurance? Don't worry about it. Just in case anything happens. The kid's gonna be all right.
See, that's why I said garlic and all the other stuff would have been good with it, but somebody.
Well, they can tweak it their own self. I was lazy like 2 weeks ago. I said, let me test out some of this. And I just made the ground beef with cheese and I said, I'm not making nothing else. I'm not doing I just put that in the bowl, start eating it. Yo. Too lazy. You know, we could we got you something else to smash that with. something that would have worked better. That one looked like it might be. Matter of fact.
See, I wish I could make these suckers wider. I know some people I was saying, well, they don't be that wide anyway. Yeah, but I like mine wide. So I can shove more meat and so forth in it.
What did the tenderizer go? I knew it ain't brulee. So it's just would you like this, sir? You just press that with this.
We're using a couple, only got these few more to do. Because the other ones that you got in that bowl, that's it. I'm going to do these four, do these 6. Then the rest of them I'm going to put inside the flour tortillas.
Okay, so don't roll this last one up.
Oh, you got another? Where that bag at? I'm going to use this bag and put 2 of these in there. I'm just going to do 4. I want to save it so when I get home I have something to do. Because I'm going back home to an empty place. But yeah, Almonte, appreciate you helping me out with the AI. And I'd like to thank you very much, my brother. And thanks for the donation. Next week, I'm going to read out to everybody that sent me the donation this week. I'm going to reach our names off. But I do thank people for you like donating to me so I can get gas or whatever else I need to keep on coming out here, because I don't mind coming out here talking about, what I did. Oh, these things starting to get dry.
Here you go, sir. 2 balls in the bag.
I don't know, I might have you put that one in, because this stuff is drying out too quick because it's taking me too long to do it. So you...
Let me see that cup.
Yeah, see that? Stuff breaking up because it's drying up so quickly. See, at home I could lay them out all on my counter and just make one big giant, well, not one, but a lot of big ones.
Yes, he has a Cash App. You gotta go to his page, and it'll be right there in the bio, in the top part, and the more Cash App.
$, and my name, Nathaniel Kraft.
Hold on, I just take this glove off and add it again. Clipboard.
Oh, $, Nathaniel Kraft Senior.
I added it.
I think maybe somebody might have been donating and they've been going to my son account.
It
I don't
said
know.
Nathaniel Kraft Senior.
Okay.
I've been sending it.
Okay, so then that just means that ain't nobody been donating.
I hope he. Well, you know what? That somebody said they sent you a dub earlier.
Look at this. It's breaking. These 2 ain't gonna work. I'm gonna just go ahead and do these 2, put the rest up, because
You know what?
I gotta make sure that this. Look, see, this fall apart already, and I haven't even.
Hold on. I got something. I just thought about this too. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. Use the burger press.
A burger press.
Yeah, so it get it nice down and compact. they can see this. They probably can. They probably like, get yourself out the way.
Somebody got their body in the way.
Well, at least it's facing forward. So they can see nothing but my arms. Otherwise, they'd be staring at my crotch.
Man. Yeah, this ain't. Yeah, this.
These
this
might work
falling
better.
apart wrong.
Probably should have had some more water in them. He said, fix the sound. What's wrong with the sound? Somebody said, what are those called? Tamales, burritos.
Tamales.
Yeah, burrito. Cook up, something.
Enjoy. We call them cook up. Out here, y'all call them tamales.
Somebody said, you don't know what you're doing, man.
Not in this little short period of time. I was.
And he right, some of them is a little too dry. I
Yeah.
should add some more water.
Yeah, that's what I said. I'm doing the best I can right now for people. Because I ain't got. I mean, I'm using this little bitty small table.
When the last time you made one of these? Years ago?
2004.
20 years.
Well, see, I ain't made none since I've been home. Cause now I could just pull up to one of those business trucks and buy them. But then we had to make our own. So I learned how to make my own.
He said 2004.
I was in a joint, yeah. That time I made them,
This shouldn't be tilted like that.
Technical problems again.
No, I just left it off, and since it's not completely bent up, it's just slightly tilted. Because if I leave it on, I gotta keep messing with it every 5 minutes or whatever, or just go into sleep mode.
Man.
You want me to try and roll what?
Yeah, she be supposed to be able to roll them like that. Just once you got it fold over, and then you just roll it right onto the wax paper, and the wax paper have to roll. Like rolling a fat joint, but I don't know how to roll joints. And I don't smoke. And then the joint, I used to have other people roll up my cigarettes so I could sell them separate.
Let me see that one.
You know, I had my hand into everything. Well, I'm going to need you to put these in the microwave. I knew it was going to bust up. The one that you just did. Too dry.
You know what I just thought about? They got them taco shells that's like Doritos flavored or whatever, the Somali flavor. Why'd they make a tortilla like that? A flat tortilla. Boop. Was this supposed to be in the tortilla? So was this supposed to be in the tortilla?
What's supposed to be?
This.
You keep saying this, but I don't know what you got?
Yeah.
No, the meats and stuff could go into the flour tortillas. That's why I saved some of the meat, put it to just roll it up. But of course, we ain't got the onion, we ain't got the garlic, we ain't got the olives.
You said this
All that
supposed
was
to go to the
rolled up
microwave.
in the yeah.
Is this white paper gonna melt?
No,
All right.
that's what we cook them in. Just keep them. Oh man, here, take this one too.
I'm gonna give it a little plate, son. Come back.
Oh, okay. The wax paper help. It stays in that form because it's wax. It don't be in the food or nothing. Yeah, just tortilla's just not wet enough. It's breaking loose. Yeah, if you got one of those microwave plates or whatever, you can sit them on that. And, yeah. Get these two, I will put these two on the plate too.
Well, they talking about just going in and out. Oh Lord, this one is just folded.
Hmm?
I said this one is just folded.
That one you picking up?
Yeah.
You mean just folded. That one is folded.
No,
Well,
it's just folded over. Keep them sides in. You should have had K help.
who?
K, my brother. He didn't know how to do it. What I put these on?
3 minutes.
Ooh, 3 minutes. Let y'all keep microwave?
Yeah, two. Those that, well, see, at certain places you get microwave. They saved that time from people making stingers, blowing out the powers and all this and
Can't
that.
you make
So then
napalm?
they start putting in microwave to save them time, and people had to go fix the lights or this and that. So if you want to do your hot water, you ask the guard, hey man, to like break my door so I go to the microwave. Then he'll tell you, well, there's about 4 or 5 people down there already. So okay, just break the door. So like I'm gonna holler down there and tell them when y'all get the line short, holler at me and let me know.
Somebody say, don't tell Cuz how to make his burrito.
Well, this is most of the stuff is missing, so I'm just using.
I think they talking about me. Like, shut up, we know what he doing. Man, don't nobody want to know that. What's wrong with these people? Weird question. 10-second time out. How many people? You go find out. Since you want to know it, you go find out and add yourself to that list. You be a casualty of war. They said, how often did you eat these?
I had a dipping cook-up almost every other day.
Why does it smell like popcorn?
cook-ups. I never really.
Onion, peppers, garlic, jalapenos.
Yes, there's a lot of stuff that's missing because I'm just doing the rest of these because I don't want to waste food, so I'm rolling them up in the flour tortillas.
I hear them popping like popcorn. And these mugs hot.
Well, in the joint, usually we put them on 10 minutes.
Whoa.
Well, the make
Okay.
the microwave
Was low wire?
time 10 1000. Then we shed it and let it go all the way through. Then we get through, we see that the shell start turning a little brown.
Yeah, y'all done fried it.
Huh?
Y'all done fried it in there.
Yeah, basically because we got to get that shell to stay. Then you can put these in there to just warm them up to warm up the flour tortillas.
Ooh,
Then
this
these
thing
dishes.
hot. Let me sit this down. Them going next?
Yeah.
Let me get a little plate. What you want, come on, 30 seconds, a minute?
Probably about a minute and a half. Because I don't know how your microwave do it. I know
Microwave on high.
on my microwave, I just push 2.
Nah, you ain't putting these on no 2. These would be screaming hot. Let me take them off this bag. Because I know this will melt.
Oh yeah. Please don't put them in the bag. I just set them up this so they won't be on the table. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I'll probably put this on a minute. Anymore, you're going to hear them popping in.
Then you have to pop a microwave. And then you bring me the other one so I can see how they look.
Hey, these things hot.
What, the plate?
Yeah, the plate sure enough hot. That's what I'm going on the side. The bottom is all hot. They smell like popcorn in there. They was sizzling. The edge is cool, but
you can take those back to the...
You hear them not? Oops.
That's probably what's the meat, because like I said, the meat ain't shredded like we used to have it. And they got me rushing through it. And you know I can't feel nothing. Coming out good so far. I just ain't got it. No. Should have had more. I'm just gonna open one. because it ain't cooked the
You
way
need to
that
go
I
back in
like
there?
to see it. Huh?
So you needed to go back in there?
See, this is done. The tip part, you can see that it's done. But I don't know how that middle section gonna be. That's why I said your microwave is different from what I have.
Yeah, this one on high. This meat still eking a little bit. It's letting out them little noises.
Ain't nothing falling up. Yeah, you can throw that back in there.
On what? Another 2-3 minutes?
3 minutes because it's only thing cooked was the tip because it wasn't in the plastic. Now these we just needed these warmed up so the flour shell be warmed up.
So you use the chips to make dough and now you cooking it?
Yeah, you had to cook it in with the meat. That give up more flavors as well. I'm just not proud of what I just did because it didn't come out the way that it normally come out, but that's the way I see it in my head coming out good. On, you know, like we do them in the joint, they come out good. I used to have 50 of them on my plate just for me. Then I sit there with my ice cold soda pop.
Who is Chris?
Who is Chris?
Yeah, somebody said, why you do Chris like that?
Chris.
C-H-R... That's not Chris. Somebody can't spell. I don't know what C-H-I-R-S is.
C-H-R-I-S, that's Chris.
No, Chris is C-H-R-I-S.
There's many ways to spell Chris. That Chris is Chris too.
Nope. Ban. I don't like the way they spell Chris. I'm banning them. Yep, this nigga gone. Goodbye.
I want to taste one of them suckers before.
No, I'm not one of Nate's sons.
You want you my son?
You one of Nate's sons and or relative?
No. All that. Why?
If I was related, I'd get the family discount.
I would get the discount.
Yeah, nah. If I was his son, y'all would be mad at me because I be banning all y'all. Some of y'all be saying some outlandish stuff. Why are you talking about that pops like that, sir? She said you watch any of them college basketball games?
I don't indulge in sports, no type of sports. Unless I'm in it getting paid. Like I said, everything I do, gotta be money involved that I'm making.
It's only 2 sports I'm ever gonna watch: women's volleyball and women's gymnastics.
I ain't watching none of that stuff. I ain't getting paid to do it. That's why I be just in my news trying to watch what these presidents and governors are doing.
This plate is warm. Be careful. I hear it sizzling.
I ain't trying to hear shit. I'm watching and see what color the ends are.
You want
do you want this one?
I try. Yep, Drake's dad know what I'm talking about. Them bikinis, them. That's the only reason I watch women's volleyball. I learned. I said, man, these females walking around with some donkeys on them. You be looking like what?
Even this is good. Even though it ain't got the garlic, the onion,
They
the
say,
bell.
tell me how it tastes. Pause.
Mm. Mm. Mm.
Softball, another one. I guess from all that running. We have some yams. I sound like an old man. Don't worry about what's in the bag.
Man.
This ain't 7.
Mm. Get that stupid thing on. Nothing.
Somebody said, you better have some kale peptic after this.
You understand? My food don't taste good. It tastes good. And that was just the flour tortillas. The hot tamales, I haven't tasted them yet because it's still hot.
That's how you get out of prison. They release them.
Well, they opened the door and told me, you can leave now, sir.
That's not his address. That's a P.O. box. Why you snitch on your guys? He must be talking about the people that shot you. They killed your brother.
Well, see, most people say, why I snitched on them? I only snitched on them 6. Because they was involved in trying to kill me and kill my little brother. If they wanted to kill my little brother, wouldn't none of this came about. After I told on them 6, now them 6 people went and told.
Wait. Did they forget they literally shot you in the back first?
People don't understand that. They think, oh, he's a snitch. Yeah, okay, let me shoot your loved one. And you know I did it, but you can't tell because that's snitching. Even though you know I did it and you finna go to jail. Now you still want to fight that war, but you going to jail. So I said, well, if I gotta go, I'm gonna take them in there with me. The war is still on, baby.
Quick question, real quick. Somebody said right here, Uriel's Haven's Guardian. So I guess he named himself after the angel. He said, Mr. Boone, sir, you said that heaven doesn't want you in an interview, but heaven does just accept Jesus Christ as your Lord. Did he come on here to try to...
Well, that's probably the guy that I'm always answering to because he always send me stuff like that. Which I have nothing against anybody believe. I just don't believe that I'm going anywhere near heaven. I'm going to be in purgatory for forever or whatever. I'm not going up, I'm not going down. The devil don't want me because he already knows that if I get down there, I'm taking over. Heaven don't want me because I was too bad down here.
Cindy said, can she send you something to that P.O. box?
Yes. Nothing that gonna spoil because it take from wherever y'all at, it take 2 days for it to get to me. That's why they sent me those canned goods, ain't it?
Yeah.
Because they know that they ain't gonna spoil and the wraps and the cheese and the chips. But yeah, you can send me something to my P.O. box. I will get it. I check my P.O. box every other day. That's why when I went in there and checked this from yesterday, I was like, whoa. I'm finna eat.
eat.
Even though I am bigger than what I was when I first went in. I was 240 some pounds or 60 at the most. Then when I got out the hospital, I was 487 pounds. Why? Because I laid up in that bed for those 6 years, and they just kept bringing me food. My loved ones, they were bringing me food down there to the hospital, and I was just eating because that was my weakness, my food. That is money. But yeah, I had gained so much weight that when they cut that cast off me, I was shocked. I mean, they cut it off and poured it back, and the rest of my body just boom. The doctor said, "My God, man, what you do?" I said, "What you mean? You wasn't that big when you came in." I said, "What you talking about? Man, somebody better get me a mirror." They would have got the mirror and held it above me. I was look. I wanted to say, who was that person next to me? That was me. Whoa, man, what? I'm twice the size I was when I came in here. So when I got to it's in Minnesota, well, when I got to where they were sending me to, man, you talking about somebody was trying to walk? I was trying to walk. I did walk finally, because you have to understand, I had a hole in my leg and my knee. So I had to learn how to walk again.
Is it 3X or 4X? Most likely 4X. Your shirt you was wearing, was it 4 or 5?
No, it was a 7.
Oh.
What?
Yeah, you was up there.
No, because the prison got mad. They had to cut a shirt in half and sew them together.
That's the size John was when he came back from the army.
From the army, John was like that. Okay, but yeah, they sewed them together, and they were like, man. Then they had the nerve to give me a bunk, a bed. So I sat on it, the bed started bending and folding. They said, we're gonna have to build him a stronger bed. Now the chairs, I was flattening them. Out. They told me, have a seat in that chair. I go there in this chair. He said, yeah. Boom, right to the ground. The man went and got another, boom, right to the ground. He said, are you jumping down? I ain't doing nothing but sitting down in it. This chair not meant to hold anything close to 500 pounds. And I don't know about 500 or maybe a little less. Of course, they took me out there and weighed me on a car truck thing. I was like, man, when y'all taking me to the hospital over there? They said, no, we got to take you out here because we ain't got no scale that weigh that much. I was like, ooh, these people going to make me mad. They took me out there and just told me to stand in the center right there. Then the guy housed one 487 pounds. I was like, man, this is a truck scale thing. So from then that point on, I've been trying to lose weight. I did. I lost a little bit. I wanted to go to the weight room, but the guards told me I couldn't. Warden order for me to not be out there lifting any weight. I'm already big as it was, and they got my prison picture, and they were like, "Whoa, you was cut up." Yeah, well, I'm gonna get cut up again. I'm gonna put this weight off and put those muscles back on. Man,
what was your best lift?
I came home at 300. I don't even know. The last time I lifted weights was back in the 70s. Big Charlie and me, and got the other two brothers.
So what was you and Big Charlie throwing on the bench?
Well, Charlie had no legs, but
that's why I said on the bench.
Yeah, on the bench. Yeah, okay. I was pushing 450. That wasn't that much, but I was pushing.
That when you was telling me about y'all was using the peanut butter and eggs.
Yeah. Or like our protein, we had peanut butter, scrape on the spoon, scrape on the jar, into a spoon into my mouth. Eggs, the raw egg. Of course, you have to understand, raw eggs is good for you, but I just take my eggs and go fry them. Man, you're supposed to drink that. It tastes better if you fry them. But the peanut butter, I love the peanut butter. Big spoonful of peanut butter. But they talking about drink. How many eggs do you want? About 6 or 10. They brought me a big old glass. Talking about, go ahead, man. Drink it down. What do you mean drink it down? That's good protein. I'm like, let me see you drink one. He went and popped him 6 of them. Like, man, that stuff is raw. He said, yeah, get all the protein. You ain't boiled nothing out or cooked nothing out. I said, well, I can have mine boiled or fried. So I fried mine.
You ain't tell me that. So you ain't tell me that.
You mean you been drinking raw eggs?
I wasn't drinking them then, but
no, I got to have mine fried.
when I was in Edinburgh, I was
Lightly
on there on the bench. I was trying to get past 200 because I was like, I can't get past no. I'm lifting these weights, but I ain't picking up no weight. And I start eating. I was like, get you a spoon of peanut butter. I said, all right, got a spoon of peanut butter, cracked the egg, ate that mug raw. I said, this helped better because I don't taste the egg if I ate the peanut butter. It's coat my mouth.
Get
on there and do my set. Let old boy do his set on the bench, and while I'm resting, taking up a spoon of peanut butter, crack the egg. Yep, that's what got me over. You over there frying them. I got me eating raw eggs.
No, that's what all the other guy was doing that. Me, I took mine in the kitchen, or I send somebody, hey man, take these eggs over there and fry them up. He come back my ear, here come my eggs, y'all. I can smell them. I sit there eating my egg, and they be like, man, you ain't doing it right. I said, I'm doing it right as far as I can. I'm cut up a little better than all y'all. From doing my eggs my way and eating my peanut butter and lifting my weight. I kind of miss that.
Still got
We'd
some
be
over
out there 7 days a week. Every time they pop the doors, we'd be out there in the weight yard.
That's what I'm finna be doing when spring hit. Because it's gonna be warmer. I'm just gonna take the weights outside.
Malik, that's his name. Malik used to lift the weight, and the guards was terrified of that boy. Because he didn't like guards, and when he had a drink in him, he'd be wanting to toss them around the yard. Warden come to me, told me, hey man, can you get your boy that, man? Because he been drinking. I said, what you mean? Who been drinking? Ain't no drinks in here. So, come on now. We know y'all got drinks, but y'all need to watch on how much you give to Malik. Because Malik gonna go wild and want to fight. So sure enough, Malik was out there, got one of the guards up in the corner of the building, and he got him in there TTing on himself.
Yep, bye-bye, Tank. Tank was talking some junk. I told him shut up. He said make me. I said okay. But
bye, Tank.
Yeah. Real Spill the General said, ask Boone, did he ever crack one of them female CEOs on that back catwalk?
Well, I told y'all about this is Nadine. She's come back there and bring me food. Then,
Is that why they made that song
drop
about
them
Nadine?
pans and bag up to them bars, and I was hitting it.
Yeah,
now,
you
to be
demonetized.
honest, I was hoping to try to get with her when I got out. Because that person of non-color, she had a fat one on her. I was like, where these girls getting this from? My words.
So that walking they got to do, walking them catwalks in prison.
She'd have been doing some squats or something. Because she had a, oh man, let me stop thinking about it, because if you out there, Nadine, you know what it is. Try to reach out to me. I miss you. You had, no.
Oh, my bad. He said you ain't have to read it like that. My bad. With the way I read his question.
Who?
Real Spill the General when he's asked about the females. I ain't have to read it. I did a little extra.
Oh, man, don't do nothing extra, because they might. Read like they said, that's the way I can know if they go on my hater list or not. Because, I mean, I got over 300 haters. That's why I said, I love you haters. Keep hating on me. Just keep subscribing, share, like, hit that bell. You can hate on me every Sunday. I'll be here. Unless I ain't got no games, but I'll be here. I want to taste this one. Yep, and it's starting to get hard where you can pick it up.
Yep. You gone. Goodbye, John Deere. I don't know why they keep calling you a booty bandit. That's you think about somebody else. Y'all better go on with that.
Never indulged in my life and never will.
Somebody said, when was you in your best shape, your physical prime?
From there I was born all the way up into 87. All the way up into 87. That's when I started deteriorating, should I say. When I stopped lifting weights. I just got out of prison.
They asked you, have you talked to Rock
Of
and
course,
Reg yet?
I wound up going back in prison, but I've been in and out of prison. I always kept my mouth shut. This time, I wasn't having it.
They said you talked to Reg yet?
No, I haven't spoke with Red. I don't know how to reach out to him. I figure if he sees this, he should be able to reach out through like messages to me.
Do he got a channel?
I don't know how to do any of this, man. That's what I said. I don't know how to reach out.
He did any interviews yet?
Hmm?
He did an interview yet?
Don't know. I know a lot of people want him to do an interview, but I hope he don't. Because they just gonna do him like they did me. Get all the big bucks and give him a couple bucks. No, pay Reg correctly. That's what I'm saying. I hope he get out, reach out, and we can get together and do something. And by people getting both of us on the show, showing that two of us is speaking on things that we can't speak on. And then maybe we can get a series going or a movie deal or
Somebody asked, what you eating on? They late, sorry.
A tamale. Hot tamale. This sucker is spicy. It's good. I wish I had a little bit more cheese in it.
Somebody said, if you could do it over, what profession would you pursue?
I was trying to be an attorney, a civil attorney. They make more money. But when I got in trouble, I couldn't become a lawyer no more. I wish they had the Trump back then, because see, when Trump got in trouble, he wasn't supposed to have been able to become a president no more. But he did. So why can't I become an attorney? You got a crook in the White House. 34 felons. Why can't be an attorney to represent companies and so forth? Even criminal. Careful one?
I might eat one.
It's hot. I mean, spicy hot.
I'm gonna pick this one off right off.
You can take another one.
I'm gonna wait.
Well, wait and see do you like that. Yeah.
Hold on. Didn't see that. Let me do it. Here we go. Click. Goodbye. Willie Bailey.
No, you that. That name's not for me, like on my hated list. I got a lot of people on there.
Joseph just asked, he said, what state had your favorite women back in the day?
Women's is women. Ain't no different what state they is. You got the gold diggers and you got the, well, you know, like back then we didn't call them gold diggers. We called them sack chasers. Nowadays y'all call them gold diggers. We call them sack chasers back then, because as long as you got a sack, they was on you. I said basically every state I went to, and they basically was the same type to me. Every state I went to was always found women that just want to get on you for your bag.
They'd have got a sack already.
Or just so you spend bottles. Remember, basically, it's always spending money, buying them bottles, trading them to the best of life could offer them when you know like they couldn't treat themselves. So I said, female killed me with them. Well, my man, okay, well, what do you do with your man? Well, I'm there for him. For what? He could go get that from any female. And then they ain't got to be worried about her sticking up all up under his arm, pestering him about, hey, baby, will you buy me this or will you buy me that? That's what I said. Women basically came to me and came on to me. I never went to a female and came on to them. Because I like to see how
Yeah, this need more cheese.
Huh?
I heard this need a little more cheese.
Yeah, more cheese. Yeah, cheese. That's why I said needed more cheese in it.
Well, you could have just
Dip
some on top.
Yeah, just dip these into the cheese. I might take these back and dip them or leave one for you.
Somebody
and take
asked,
one for me.
what was the worst prison you've been to? Or just worst prison in general? Did you hear about
Any prison is worse. It's how you make it work for you.
There's some of them like you hear about the one they deporting some of them crazy illegals too. That I think it's in Guatemala or something like that.
That's in a different country.
Yeah, they sleeping on top of each other. 80 people in one big cell, and you got like a foot of room before you can look at the cell. Yeah, they got them packed in there like sardines.
Well, in Jackson, they used to have pack. They used to pack us on the bunk heads. I ain't never been packed on the bunk head. Even at the Riverside prison, they put tents out there for us to sleep in. Now I was in one of those tents. I cut a big giant hole in that sucker, figured that they gonna have to send us somewhere to prison somewhere with a bed and a cell. Even though we had beds inside that tent, that's what they said. Y'all cut all the holes you want in there. You still ain't leaving. I'm like, hey man, you bring us some tape so we can tape up this hole because it's getting cold in here. And you're like, this during the winter too. Snow coming out. Oh man, I'm not gonna never do that again.
Thought you was gonna get out that tent faster.
Yeah, we went ahead to get the the 50-gallon drums and burn stuff all day just trying to stay warm because that hole is huge. And the guard told me, y'all don't want to did it. I said, you up there wrapped in the coat and you probably got one of those heater things underneath your desk. Because ain't no in the world you shouldn't be down here warming your hands up like we are.
It's 3:41.
Well, but anybody speak to Reggie, tell him to reach out and message me or send me a way to reach out to him. Because I would like to get with that brother. The past is just what it is, the past.
Joseph Crawford wanted me to ask you, do you prefer breast or butts? Oh, females. Make sure I say that just in case some of these people get the wrong idea.
I prefer the brain. The body is just the body. It's what that female got up here that gonna show me if she could be with me and understand what we got to go to build. Her butt ain't gonna help me build nothing. Her breast ain't gonna help me build nothing or gain nothing. But female use all that because they know men like that. And that's how they said, yeah, I'm gonna get this sucker for everything he got. Because I got a big behind or I got a big chest. That don't impress me. That would not impress me. Like I said, I'm the type of man that'll sit back and watch study you and understand that what you was about. And what you about is not what I'm about. If I got to be down with a female, be down with them, or building up our empire, building up our kingdom, king and queen.
I'm gonna tell y'all this again because some of y'all missed it. Y'all wasn't here. If y'all got any more questions like that, like somebody keeps saying, ask him. I forgot what he said. Ask him if he decided his vibe. Any other questions like that? If I don't ask him and I missed them, just call the hotlines 867-5309. Call it. You'll get in. Just ask me whatever question you want. Call that number 867-5309. It's toll free. Call anytime you want, day or night. Somebody gonna answer.
Yeah, that's me sniggling. I just got to add more people to my hate list. Pretty soon, I'm gonna have more haters than I got people that following me. Come on, y'all, hit that like button. That's subscribe. That's share, and ring that bell.
The only bad part about the haters is they leave a lot of comments, but they're not good comments. They either racist or sexist or something like that.
Well, yeah, you got a lot of racists.
But they
people
sus.
that don't really stop. And people that like want to get behind a man and take it, like P. Diddy. No P. Diddy here, baby. I don't drug people.
Somebody asked you, it's a two-part question. Somebody asked you, have you ever did hit Wisconsin? And another person asked you, do you have any connects in Miami? So did you know people in Miami?
Yeah. Yes, I knew people in Miami. Have I ever did a hit in Wisconsin? No. But I know some other people have. Like I said, there was many of us. I just know I ain't did one there. Nope, ain't did one there. They must not have that much money there in Wisconsin or something, that they can't afford to hire me. Or they had nobody important there that they wanted a contract on.
Some people need to learn how to spell.
Please, take your time and spell your words correctly so I can understand.
Then you got to spell them correctly. It can be spelled wrong. It just needs to be coherent.
Coherent.
Because they putting words together and it's like a past and pretense sentence. Like, tell me where he is at what the...
Well, if I can't read it, I just keep scrolling up. There's a lot of people that do comment. I do answer y'all. That's me putting that heart, saying that I read it. And if I give you a thumb up, that's me I'm cool. Give you a thumb down, that means no action. So if you see that thumb down, which you won't, I ain't never put a thumb down.
Somebody
always
asked
put
you,
thumbs up.
do you have kids?
Yeah, I have kids. Got many kids. Been married 4 times.
Tommy better go on with that BS. Tommy talking about, well, I'm in Wisconsin. I need you to put in some work. Better go back to the 70s.
Only if the price is right. No guarantee. I'm not going to sit here and be no Keepy D.
Would you have ever taken a Lazarus contract? One of them contracts, they ain't got no stipulation on it. So if they mess up 10, 15 years down the road, you can come back and get them.
I did take one of those.
Yeah.
This female that I know, she wanted her boyfriend, husband, man, or whatever knocked off. Only if she got killed. She said, if I die, he the one that did it. Will you make sure that you take him out?
So what was he, a woman beater or something like that? One of them? Or was he just competition?
No, he was more of a, how can I put it? A threader. He a threader, scare, and all this and that. And he pushed her once. She fell out the stairs. and he be doing things to her car, but she said, "Hey, listen, please, Boone, if anything ever happened to me, make sure you take him out." I said, "Ain't no problem. I got you. When you go, he goes. Might be enough room to slip him in the carpet with you." Shit, put that food in the carpet with me. I said, "Well, I can find some doggy cans and put them in." But she's a beautiful woman. And she's always make me something to eat. Every time I went over there, she always had me a plate. And I wasn't doing it just for the food, but she took care of business for me. She gave me some money. I can say that.
Somebody asked you, did you ever have a crossroads moment between, you know, like going legit or staying as an outlaw?
Well, when I started my craft collection agency, I wanted to just quit dig. I was, making some nice little money, and I was like, no, I really don't want to go back. Plus, things started getting low and doing hits. People got tired of hiring us because they said that we would cross them out if the price is right. Yeah, that's what we doing for money. We will cross you if you ain't paying right.
Tommy, you a dummy. Hey, Tommy asked you, said, who got passed around more, Big Ass Hat or Johnny Curry's wife?
It would have to be like Johnny Curry old lady, because you got to understand it was a toss up, but I guess she won. When she came out there to the island, man.
Somebody asked you something about your time in Phoenix, Arizona.
At the Mesa unit?
It didn't say. It just say, tell me about your time in Phoenix.
Who is it?
James Thompson or Thomas. I'm sorry. Ain't trying to mess up nobody's name.
I can't speak on that for right now because I just answered that question for somebody. They had made a comment and it was a long one too, and I read it and answered it. And then they came back and asked me about fair. I'm not saying this. Farrington. I think I'm saying that prison, right? Farrington. I was like, okay, somebody doing something out there. They keep asking all these questions that too many people didn't know or shouldn't know.
Yeah, they said you never wrote a book like your boy up in the spot in Phoenix, Arizona, who did it should have been pardoned. So I guess he was still up in there. I don't know who he talking about. He didn't say who wrote the book.
Unless you're talking about Carlos Latis?
Did he write a book?
Yeah, he did a book while he was in there.
I finna say somebody had to help him.
That's true. He had help.
Ain't no way he could write a book if he could barely spell. I mean, speak.
Yeah, the lady
I shouldn't have said
did
barely.
it for him in a Sioux name or whatever, or better
An assumed name.
However they did it, but yeah, him and Mepe, more than one. The other one's back here.
Did it fall? Still on top of that can?
No, I wasn't on top of the can. It was
It's
on top of the jar, ain't it?
Right there. Behind you, to the left. Further back. Back some more. Up. That jar. You see it?
Oh, yeah. That jar. I didn't even see it because the paper was covering it.
You just pour it in there. Yeah, they magnets. They'll stick.
Yeah. But yeah, several people did.
Sammy the Bull wrote a book.
Yeah, Sammy did. I don't know if he did one while he was in there, but I know that he got his own podcast now. He goes under a different name, but it's Sammy the Bull. You see his face. But he even made a statement that he not gonna speak on certain things and so forth. I don't know.
They said Stacy wrote a book. Have you talked to him since he been out?
No, I ain't seen or heard that he wrote. Well, like somebody else told me he did a book too. I ain't seen it, ain't read it, ain't heard it.
Would you still do a hit at your age today?
It don't take a age, ain't nothing but a number. As long as your finger working, that's all you really need. I done seen people older than me walk up to somebody, boom!
They said, would you still be the same person if you was in a different environment?
Will I be the same person in a different environment? There's only one environment I ever been in. I don't think I could be in any other environment because I know how people are. I learned that at a very young age. You ain't gonna never have no one to be there with you. Those that gonna be there with you, they ain't trustworthy. They gonna be the one that's sticking a knife in your back. You're talking about, it's not me. That's why I said I only had 2 friends that I could trust that wouldn't stick a knife in my back.
Somebody say, speaking of that, they say, Nate, what's up? How do you feel with a friend betraying you? Friends using you as a scapegoat to go hurt somebody, then have everyone wants to retaliate against you, and you have nothing to do with it.
Yeah. I had friends do that too. They told them that I did something I didn't, that they really did it, but I'm the one that got punished for it. And those that know what I'm talking about, y'all know what I'm talking about. He did it, but I'm the one that got punished for it.
Shout out to Kia.
Who?
I'll show you afterwards. She in there, she telling people to like, share, subscribe.
Oh, thank you, Kia.
She from last week too. I remember her. Not prison meal.
Wait, that's not my son, baby mama, is it?
I have no idea. I can't see these pictures. They small.
K-E.
Kia.
And K-I-A again?
No, just Kia.
Okay, that might be her. I don't know, because that's how she spell her name. But I appreciate y'all. Share, like, and subscribe, and ring that bell. And while you're doing that, you might as well go ahead and hit my cash app, please. No, let me quit begging. That's like, I ain't begging. I'm just need money to do things. I still want to get that AI program going. That's why I said, El Mata, I don't know if I sent you my phone number, my private phone number. So you be able to reach out whenever instead we just talking through, like Messenger.
Well, he can just message you for that. Hit you on.
Well, he sent me his phone number, but see, that's just it. Anybody that know me know I don't call. People have to call me because I don't know if they busy or not or working or whatever. So I wait for people to call me. If you ain't calling my phone, I don't answer. Same way with the female. They be thinking, oh, he don't like me or this. No, I just don't call because I figure you got your life. And I don't want you talking about, this guy blowing up my phone.
Somebody asked you, do you think if you were around that you could have saved your brother's life or prevented that from happening?
If I was around?
Yeah.
Most definitely. That would have never happened. And he would have never got mixed up in that situation about trying to be like me. No, you can't be me. You can't be like me. I was a tiny little boy when I started doing the things that I did and learning how to do this and learn how to do that. I wanted him to have a better life. That's why I made sure that I kept him out of the spotlight. But of course, Bruiser was always giving him little work to do with this and that. And I had to tell Bruce, man, quit it. That's your uncle. Don't do that. You older than him, true enough, but still, your blood. Don't do that. But after I got locked up, Bruce had told me that they did that to my brother. And when I went to the funeral, Wishcar and them didn't even, they showed up, but they stayed outside. I was like, okay, something ain't right. What's going on? Bruiser took me to the side and he told me what happened. Because when I spoke to him from prison, he had told me, but I didn't believe him. I thought he just wanted me to do something to that individual. I know that they they had got into it before, shooting at each other. And I was the in between. I told them, hey man, y'all need to stop that. But yeah, if I wouldn't have been locked up at that time, that would have never occurred. But because I was locked up, I guess he took it on his own that he could probably do it and get away with it. No, everything gonna fall back sooner or later. Somebody gonna talk because you let other people know what your operation was, what your thing was. The same way that you figure out how to get to other drug dealers' situations, so forth. Sit back and watch and listen and learn. Me? No. That was my little brother, man.
I say, what about Fat Cat?
I think we're going to end this here because I'm getting a little wind up because of my brother.
Yeah, it's 4 o'clock too. Well, it's 3:59.
Ooh, how long we been on here? 3 hours?
No, only 2 hours and 40 minutes.
Oh, 2 hours and 40 minutes. Okay. And you're like, what time is it?
4. Basically 4.
Take me out at 4, 5, 5:30. I should be home by 5:30. I got a long way to drive. Plus, I got to put all this stuff up.
Somebody,
so people,
he apologized about the question. He ain't trying to get you worked up.
Oh, no. I didn't take no offense to that. People are curious on what went down and so forth, and they want to know if if I was free, that would have never occurred because I would have never let him been in that way of life, period. I wanted him to do better than me, all our family members, because he was the youngest. But it still hurts me even today because I would have liked to have did something to somebody to really get what I feel out, but I didn't, and that hurts me. But I can't do anything because the other 2 people are still running. But I don't care if the government knows this, but if I ever catch them, yes, I'm going to butcher them something sweet. And then y'all going to have to kill me because I ain't got no more prison time left in me. They hurt somebody that I love. And I don't like nobody hurting someone that I love. You hurt mine, I hurt yours. If I can't, then I wipe out your entire existence before I go down.